This was a moment of pure joy. After being diagnosed with runner's knee, it was Steph Curry's first pre-game warm-up. He looked fully recovered, confident, energized, ready to go. At the same time, Jimmy Butler, who had suffered a torn ACL in his right knee, was recovering at an incredible pace. Kristaps Porzingis, once constantly dealing with injuries, had been playing consistently again, putting up multiple 20-plus point games and looking dominant. Behind all of this is one man, Rick Celebrini. Celebrini was once a professional soccer player, playing for the Vancouver Whitecaps. But recurring injuries, including multiple ACL tears, ultimately ended his career. That experience led him down a different path, sports medicine. He once said his goal was simple: to keep athletes from going through what he went through. After graduating from the University of British Columbia in 1992, he began his career as a physiotherapist. He later served as the head physiotherapist for Team Canada at the 2010 Vancouver Winter Olympics. His connection with the Golden State Warriors goes back to 2004. At the time, Steve Kerr was working as a consultant for the Phoenix Suns, while Celebrini was Steve Nash's personal performance coach. Kerr saw firsthand how Celebrini helped Nash, already over 30 and dealing with back issues, find a second prime. With Celebrini's guidance, Nash won back-to-back MVPs between ages 30 and 33, and even made his 8th All-Star appearance at 38. In his retirement letter, Nash specifically thanked Celebrini for extending his career. That left a lasting impression on Kerr. So when the Warriors needed a new medical director in 2018, Celebrini was his first call. Convincing him to leave Canada wasn't easy. He had built a successful career in Vancouver, working with both the Whitecaps and the Canucks, and co-founding a $54 million sports performance center in 2013. But Kerr eventually convinced him. As Celebrini later said, the chance to work with players like Kevin Durant, Curry, Klay Thompson, and DeMarcus Cousins was simply too good to pass up. But his job goes far beyond treating injuries. He built a fully integrated, data-driven approach focused on individualized recovery and load management. His team includes athletic trainers, physical therapists, strength coaches, sports medicine specialists, and surgeons, dozens of experts working together. More than half of them have over a decade of experience with the organization. That level of continuity and trust is something no single treatment method can replace. And his arrival came just as the Warriors were about to face one of the toughest injury stretches in franchise history. In the 2019 Finals, KD tore his Achilles in Game 5. 3 days later, Klay tore his ACL in Game 6. Those two injuries nearly ended a dynasty. But they also marked the beginning of Celebrini's biggest challenge. KD recovered steadily after surgery before eventually leaving the team. Klay's road back was even harder. 941 days. That's how long it took him to return. During rehab, he even suffered another devastating injury, a torn Achilles. Through those darkest moments, Celebrini was right there with him. They trained together in empty gyms, grinding through long, painful rehab sessions. Otto Porter Jr. was another example. Before joining the Warriors, injuries to his back, calf, foot, and hip had nearly ended his career. But under the Warriors' medical team, he was placed on a carefully managed recovery plan. His minutes were tightly controlled. He sat out back-to-backs. Even minor discomfort meant extra rest. The result? In the 2021-22 season, Porter played 63 games, his most since 2017-18, and won a championship. As for Curry, managing his health has always been the top priority. He once missed 10 games with a groin injury. Even when he felt ready to return, Celebrini made him wait longer, warning that travel fatigue could lead to setbacks. In 2026, Curry missed extended time with runner's knee. The medical team took an extremely cautious approach, only clearing him for full contact practice after confirming his knee could handle high-intensity play. Now, with Curry close to returning, Butler recovering quickly, and Porzingis finding his rhythm again, the value of the Warriors' medical staff is once again impossible to ignore. The legend of Golden State's medical genius lives on. Under Rick Celebrini, they're protecting the most important asset any player has, their health.